today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the cult hair care product. I believe many people are talking about this right now, which is K18. This is their leave-in molecular repair hair mask, and I'm going to talk about how I feel it's gone with my perimenopausal, over-processed, oily rooted hair. Welcome back to Selfcare, Karen. It is absolutely lovely to have you here. Thank you so much for joining me to watch today's video, which is going to be another beauty product, specifically hair care product review. So if you would like to know more about me, my brand, please take a look at the video description. I've got loads of videos here on YouTube, but also I've got a presence online. I've got an online shop. I'm on Etsy. I've got a mailing list. If you join the mailing list, you'll get 3 free downloads. So a skincare routine planner, a weekly habit tracker, and a free meditation script, which all can work to really enhance your self-care. So this video is going to be about me reviewing what I think has now become a cult beauty product, cult hair care product, K18 leave-in molecular hair mask. It is quite a pricey product, but you can get the product in different sizes. Definitely makes sense to shop around for it because sometimes you can get a good deal. And I guess now is a good time to just remind you or let you know for the first time, I am an Amazon associate, which means that I may earn from qualifying purchases. I will put affiliate links in the video description for products that I mentioned that you can buy on Amazon. Well, actually, I'll list all the products that I mentioned, but if there's a link beside them, it means it's an affiliate link for Amazon. And if you do decide to purchase that product, then I will earn a small commission. I use that money to reinvest into my channel. But please note this video is absolutely not sponsored. I haven't done any sponsored videos. The information I'm going to share is purely my own opinion on the experience that I've had with this product and others that I mention with my own hair. My own hair is over processed. I have oily roots. I'm perimenopausal, so I've got all those changes going on. The hair is over processed because I've been dyeing my hair basically since my 30s, my early 30s. I'm now 50, and so I've got a lot of damage that I've been dealing with. I never or hardly ever use heat on my hair, so I know that's one of the reasons, because I just don't feel like I've got time for that, but also because I want to kind of minimize any additional damage that I do to my hair, and I think heat is quite damaging. I have been on a bit of a hair care journey. If you want to know more about what I've been doing on that journey, I've got a really jam-packed playlist with lots and lots of different videos to do with hair care, and I'll link that playlist here. But you know, I've done lots and lots of things really to kind of deal with my oily root situation, but also because I've really wanted to improve the quality of my hair, and some of those things is using different products, but other things are just kind of changing the way that I do things. Like, for example, what brush I only use wet brush on my hair now. What brush do I use? What do I do when my hair is wet? I treat it with love and kindness. I don't tie it back when it's wet anymore. I wear my hair loose a lot more often. I cut my own hair. And if you want to know how I do that, I've got a specific video where I show you how I cut my hair. And I've been trying out lots of products. I sleep on silk pillowcases, all those sorts of things. I think a massive combination help. So I've been on a bit of a journey with my hair, and I'm actually feeling my hair is kind of at the best that it's ever looked. Today I have got day 2 hair. So I washed my hair yesterday morning, and I used the L'Oreal Elvive Growth Booster shampoo. I've just done a review of this range, and I will link that video up here if you want to know more about that. And then I didn't put any conditioner on because I wanted to use K18. And actually what I did this time, I was kind of a bit shifty, and I used K18. I split my hair in 2 and I used K18 on one side, and I used this Aldi Lacura hair repair mask on the other side, which I'm pretty certain, if you look at the boxes, I mean, they're different sizes, right? But don't you think that they look a little bit similar? Like there's this kind of link thing here, which is in big on this box. Really don't know how Aldi get away with it, but I wanted to try this dupe for, or maybe a dupe for K18 yesterday. And then my hair has just been left to hair dry to air dry. So the waves that you see are my own. All I've done since has been brush it through. I haven't put any more product on. I haven't even put any leave-in conditioner, which sometimes I use after I've applied K18. So I think now is a good opportunity for me to share with you the footage where I applied K18 quite a while back. Just so you can see how I apply it and talk you through that kind of process. But the key points to note here is that you have to use it after you've shampooed, but without having put any rinse off conditioner on your hair. You apply it to towel dried hair. You don't comb it through, before you apply it, you just put it on the hair as it is. It feels kind of weird, you'll see. But then you wait for 4 minutes. The Aldi one is 5 minutes. And then after that, you can heat style your hair, you can put mousse in your hair, you can put like styling products, you can put in leave-in conditioner, which is what I often do, and that's what I mentioned in this footage. So it's important that you really understand the application process. So let me share you that, and then I'm going to talk to you about my experience using this product. So let me show you how I apply K18. First off, just to let you know, I've just washed my hair and I had very oily, greasy hair, day 3 for me. And I used this Head and Shoulders Deep Cleanse oil control with citrus, which I really, really like. This is one of my favourite shampoos at the moment to deal with my oily roots. And I haven't used any conditioner, and it's really important when you're using K18 that you don't use any conditioner. Once, I'm just going to pick up the box. So this is the K18 box that I've got. Leave-in molecular repair hair mask. Now, when I first started using this, I was applying too much product. So it is really important that you use it sparingly. They do have a guide on how much product to use depending on your hair. And I will put that guide on the screen, or my lovely video editor will. But you can find it on the website if you want to sort of peruse it for a bit longer, or you don't feel like pressing pause. So my hair has been in a microfiber hair turban. I'm not even going to brush it. I'm just going to use 1 pump of the K18 because that's what I found is the right amount. It's quite weird because normally more is more, you know, more is better, but with this it's really important that you just sort of spread it on my hands, use it sparingly. And now I'm just going to concentrate on the lengths but also do the top bits. And it's weird because you feel like you're not putting much product in, but there's enough product in, okay? And now I'm gonna wait, now that I've applied it, 4 minutes before I do anything further with my hair. When I first started using this, I used it after every single wash, but now I'm on kind of like the maintenance regime, so I use it once a week, once every 10 days, once every time I remember, just to sort of top up the treatment. Right, sorry, I shouldn't even be touching my hair. So I'm just gonna leave it for 4 minutes. Once the 4 minutes are up, you can put in styling products, you can put in leave-in conditioner, you can do all of that. What you shouldn't do is go back into the shower, apply conditioner and wash it off, okay? So we're leaving this in. Once the 4 minutes have gone, then we can apply other products on top. So what I'm gonna do once these 4 minutes are over is I'm gonna apply a leave-in conditioner. Right, so I'm back. I haven't combed through my hair, I haven't done anything. The first thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to apply the Pureology Colour Fanatic leave-in conditioner. I've spoken about this in loads of videos. This was probably one of the first higher end hair care products that I got that I thought really actually make a difference. Since then I've found loads more and actually quite a few that are more budget, but this is still, you know, very useful, particularly in this situation. I'm not going to apply too much because I've learnt my lesson with that as well. And now I'm just going to start using my wet brush at the ends of my hair just to brush through. And I love using this wet brush because it's really dinky, but it's very mighty. And although I don't like the colour, I have to say, but they do have other colours. It was just, this was the one that was in a goodie bag I got, I think. But it really makes it much easier to comb through or brush through hair, wet or dry. And what I will do now is I will wash this, because obviously it's got product on it, and the next time I come to use it, I don't want to have that product on it. So that is how I apply K18. I now leave my hair to air dry. That's what I always do. You can now, if you wanted to, you could now use a blow dryer, or, you know, get your hair to a certain dryness and then you can straighten it, or however you normally treat your hair and however you normally style your hair. Okay, so you've seen how I've applied it, and you've seen, you know, what I did afterwards using the Pureology leave-in conditioner. I often use other products. Sometimes I don't use any. So yesterday I didn't put anything else on top. I haven't put anything else on top, and my hair's fine. Now I'm obviously, my starting point is not horrifically damaged hair. Apologise for the screaming in the background. School is ended, but that's the after school club, and I just got to plow on through. Got to plow through. It's my one time this week where I've got an opportunity to film, and I ain't gonna miss it. So basically, my baseline is not like horrifically damaged hair. And actually, if you look at the marketing for K18, the before and after, they're really talking about extremely damaged hair. Like, I've seen it being used on hair that has been bleached repeatedly, that's gone all kind of stringy and chewing gummy. I don't know if you know what I mean by that, but it's just awful, and thank God I've never got to that stage of my hair. So this product is kind of marketed that it's going to really repair your hair from the inside out, and it can penetrate, and it's amazing for really damaged hair. But I haven't started off with really damaged hair. I've been on this hair care journey, and I've been gradually improving. I've seen a massive improvement over time in the kind of quality of my hair for a combination of reasons, as I mentioned before. However, I would say that I feel that K18 has definitely given an additional boost to my hair. So if you're in a position where your hair is really damaged, you're at your wit's end, you're really scared it's all going to fall out, I definitely would recommend that you use K18. I think because they offer it in different sizes, you can just, if you know, because it is expensive, right? I think it's not a budget item, or I wouldn't say expensive, because that's putting like a subjective point on it. I mean, I still think you could say it's value for money for if it does the job. But, you know, we've all got different budgets. We've all got different amounts of money that we want to prioritise on these sorts of things. So I would say you can get like really small tubes on Amazon. I've got kind of like the middle size, and there are even bigger sizes, because what happens is when you start off using it every time you wash your hair, and then you go into like a maintenance regime. So yeah, I think it's worth a go. If you've really suffering from, you know, what you consider to be really damaged hair, then I would definitely give it a go, because for me anyway, there is nothing that, well, it's one of the things that really impacts my self-confidence if I don't feel that my hair is looking how I want it to look. And I still feel, even though I'm really pleased and grateful for the improvement in my hair, I still feel I've got a way to go. Like, I still get frizzy hair, lots of flyaways. I'm still looking for that kind of perfect setting for my hair, but I definitely feel like I've had a massive improvement, and my hair is probably the longest it's been, you know, gosh, for at least 6 years, 7 years, something like that, you know. And it's you probably can't even see it because the yeah, I'm not showing my whole body, but yeah, I'm just really impressed. I mean, yes, I feel like I've got more road ahead, but I'm in a really sweet spot at the moment, which I'm really appreciative of and I'm really enjoying. So yeah, then I also mentioned that I tried, so half my hair is with the Aldi Lacura HR hair repair leave-in conditioning mask, which is basically, as I think it's a dupe. I did try and compare their ingredients. They're not exactly the same, so there are differences, but actually I found that this worked really well. That said though, I've used it once, okay, and it's been used on hair that's already been repaired by K18. But if you're looking for like I mean, seriously, this was really inexpensive. And I'm sorry if you guys are watching me from outside of the UK. I only know that this is available in the UK. Quite possibly it's available elsewhere, but you know, I've only got access to Aldi in the UK. So that I picked this up from my local branch, actually. I was just like, wow, yes, I'm going to buy that. And it was really inexpensive. I mean, it was around £5. You know, it was bargain basement in comparison to K18. So yeah, give that a go. Maybe that's your first step, and then if that doesn't work, then go for the K18. But I've so far been impressed with the Aldi dupe. Yeah, so I think also just to mention, like, other products that you might want to consider before or in combination with K18. Really love this L'Oreal Elvive glycolic gloss 5-minute lamination. I've done a video on this range and I will link it up here. And also the Redken acidic bonding treatment is really good, a bit pricier. And also the L'Oreal Elvive Bond Repair Pre-Shampoo, but I use it as like a leave-in mask that I then, well, not leave-in, but a mask that I leave on for a long time and then I rinse out. All of those are good mentions because I think they really help too. So I think it's not, you know, K18 is like labelled as this kind of go-to one-stop. Well, that's how I feel it's marketed. You only need this kind of thing. But actually, I think it's probably a combination of things. I think it's important to get a shampoo that is working for your scalp, you know, and like for me, for oily roots, I think that's important. I think it's important that you have other things on the go, be they products, be they routine things, that they all kind of build this picture. And seriously, if you have got damage from heavily overly bleached hair, it's probably worthwhile considering to back away from that, because bleach is incredibly damaging, way more than like to go lighter. It's much more damaging than to stay your own color like I'm doing with maintaining my dark brown when I dye my roots. So yeah, that's my opinion. I'd love to hear from you if you have tried any of the products that I've mentioned in today's video, or if there's another product that you think, you know, I need to give it a go because for you it's worked out amazingly. Really appreciate all suggestions. Check out my website. Take a look if maybe you want to sign up to my mailing list, because you will get those free downloads, and then I send regular updates that might interest you. Yeah, and if you have any further questions, just put them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching today. Remember, you are in perfect time. See you soon.